I'm really delighted to be here at the Fertility Road Hope Ball. I was asked to do the introduction this evening, and I've also just been given this award. And I think I've been given this award, and the reason why I'm here is that I went through 11 rounds of IVF, and towards the end of that I started writing about my experiences, and my first book, which is called The Pursuit of Motherhood, came out 4 years ago, and it sort of catapulted me into the limelight really as a public infertile. And of course, you know, this is still a subject that's shrouded in secrecy and shame and sadness, and so not many people, when I wrote my book and came out, spoke about it, and it kind of transformed my life. And I've now written another book and take on these, and I think one of the reasons why I've won this award is that I take on these, you know, huge endurance challenges to raise awareness of what it's like to go through the physical and emotional turmoil of IVF by taking on big physical and emotional challenges. So I've run the London Marathon, and I've swum the English Channel, and I'm training to climb Mount Everest, and then on top of all that I started an arts festival which is trying to use the power of the arts to change the world of fertility by sort of trying to improve fertility education and improve patient care and public discourse about reproductive science. And that's a very long introduction, but that is why I think I'm here and why I've won this. I cannot believe it.
Talk to me a little bit about why it's important to have events like this and what it means.
Well, what I think is so brilliant that Tone and PJ are doing, I mean, they've been working in this industry for years now through the Fertility Road magazine, but what we're launching together tonight and raising funds for is their foundation, which is going to provide IVF grants for couples who are struggling to conceive. And I mean, we're really lucky in this country because we have a national health service, and you know, for years people have been able to access IVF on the NHS, which is not the case in some other countries. But sadly, due to sort of funding cuts, more and more in more and more areas, IVF is now not available on the NHS, or the sort of recommended 3 rounds of treatment is not available. And so more and more people are being forced to go privately, and that's fine if you've got the money, but like, it's expensive, and you know, IVF works. It's a modern miracle, but it often doesn't work first time. You have to go through several rounds of treatment, which is why NICE, the National Institute for Clinical Excellence, recommends 3 rounds of IVF, and people are now not able to access that through the health service and having to pay for it. So these awards that we're launching tonight through the Fertility Foundation are going to give people, well, hope for a family, and that's why I think this is called the Hope Ball.
And just kind of briefly talk to us about kind of, I know you touched on the endurance things that you do now and your 11 cycles. What did it feel like on that 11th cycle to get the yes?
Oh, I need to tell you, I didn't get the yes. I didn't get the yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's also, you know, what's really, really important is that IVF works, but it doesn't work for everyone every time. And in my situation, I went through 11 rounds of unsuccessful IVF, and I think, and so I suppose I'm quite unique, but in the campaigning that I do, but that's because, you know, I want people to understand more about their fertility life cycle, so they don't have to go through what I went through, and I want people to be prepared for what it means if you have to go through it, and to sort of open up people's ideas to alternative routes to parenthood if they need to pursue those, whether that's through, and want to pursue those, whether that's through adoption or fostering or egg donation or surrogacy, but also to try and show the world, that actually you can also have a fulfilling life without children. But the important thing is to say is that, this is how the human race is being made and not being made, and it's not being talked about enough. And there are different outcomes and different fertility stories, and mine is a sad one, but I hope I've turned it into something positive by helping other people create the families that they dream of, if I can't have one myself. Maybe that's also why I've won the award.